It's next piece of investigation, and I've stumbled across a knock code, right? And you see this knock, ask, seek, and knock. Knock on the door will be open to you. And this is also used in the Freemasonry, right? As you see, 7-7, map U 7-7 to 8. And also found a loop 9-11. And what this code's about, right? Yeah. Map U 633, how it's coded. You see the idea in the Freemasonry, the three knocks, three distinct knocks. Right? So you have the knocks, rim of the knocks, you have this knocks idea, right? As you see there, knock and it shall be opened unto you. So very much used in the Freemasonry is this knock idea, right? Whom have you there? Knock at the door, whom have you there? And then you see this, right? I think this is fairly new, as in brought to light fairly recently through their own researchers and all this. But it's about the knock people, right? The knock people. And these knock people are heralded from West Africa, right? And as you see here, the knock culture, named after the Ham village of Nok in southern Kaduna state of Nigeria. Right? And see here, 2016. So this is the seers were first discovered in 1928 by Colonel Dent Young. So these are knock people, right? So it's, I don't know if that's the other ideas based on these, or these are based on that, that idea about the knocks, right? It's obviously part of the code, right? Knock. Egypt search. So these are Nigerian people's idea, right? That's a classic type of Zuluish idea, isn't it? Very key and enable, like in the fields of agriculture. Yeah. And and the thing about these people is they're known supposedly for their impressive metalworking skills, right? So that's like directly very like Tubal Cain, the Tubal Cain. Northern Nigeria, Nok. And so it's supposed to be a sort of advanced society in Africa. That and it's interesting how you take it like from right to left, and it becomes a con. It becomes a con, right? The knock culture and the con culture. So there's a lot of codes in it. Of course, when you see these white horses, that's basically on the Kent idea, the white horse. So 2 white horses, it's Nigeria. Very, very funny. You see, a white horse at Kent is the old Jewish tea kingdom of Kent. Horsa. Very hen guest. A guest is a ghost. Guest is a ghost, like a gestation idea. So that's pretty interesting. Ghost in the Shell is one of them. One of those movie ideas, right? Ghost in the Shell's got to be that they were being in the womb sack. And so the Kent idea, obviously the Duke of Kent, the Freemasonry in Nigeria, sort of links there together. It's got to be it's got to be relating to the white people as well. The white, yeah, and the Saxon people. Saxons are supposed to be the whites. You know what I mean? On the profane level, anyway, Saxons are supposed to be the whites. Of course, the Ham again, Ham like James, Hayam language, Jabba, Jabba is obviously that they were the injections in the Hayam language. Area of Nok culture. Dates, 1 and 5 the hex. 2 another 1 for 7. So, there's something obviously very funny about this. It could just be total something made up, fairly recently in J-Town, Joss. So funny stuff all around. But these were supposed to be an agricultural peoples, right? Agro-centric or something. To an agricultural type idea, like the same as Cain and Abel. Obviously, in the fields and all that. So, iron metallurgy may have independently developed in the Nok culture. Of course, that's directly the Tubal-Cain link, isn't it? Ferrous metallurgy. And of course, Tubal-Cain, the father of smithcraft and the blacksmith god of Freemasonry. And they describe the Caribbean. I suppose that would be Caribbean, Caribbean Masons. So again, the African connection, the descendants of the Caribbean Masons. So you know what I mean? And they're the Balkan like the lab, the laboratory, type of thing. So done in the womb. Of course, the ancient blacksmith god. See there, the sevens. Interest, that's by Keith Moore. Moore, again, the Moors, the African culture. And of course, always depicted as a white. That one doesn't look white. But in these artist depictions by all these like famous artists and that, always depicted as white, of course. Of course, this is like the real thing, and this is African symbolism. Of course, got a pair of breasts, quite big sort of shoulders, and a pair of women's breasts, So when they're like portrayed as this in the white way, it's very similar to Jesus type idea, with a beard and all that. And Hephaestus, Hep is 7, of course. So this is just another, same idea, and of course, Dana 7 there with the tool or whatever. Interesting piece here. Live thou and love thy royal self-law. Yes, pretty crazy, like. Again, that's emerald tablets of Thoth, like that type of Egyptian idea, So it's all sort of stemming from this African stuff. course, when you have breasts and knockers, they're called knockers, right? So this is obviously to do with the trances, these charities and that what they have, Must be a high incidence of breast cancer amongst the ones who do a trans program, else they wouldn't bother doing a charity breed, would they? Of course, knockers, like the two-bar Kane's got a pair of knockers, right? This has the Baphomet idea, so it must be the same thing, right? But that's interesting that you get the knockers with Baphomet on, so it must be one of their favourite jokes or whatever, for the Masonic communities and that. Must be one of their favourite little jokes. Of course, you had the Enoch Power, right? Again, the knockers idea, the knock. And the three, E3 in the knock. Again, they sort of heralded as someone who warned against multiculturalism and all this. But of course, this character was just part of it. This character was inside, and he wasn't. He was just basically just rubbing your face and what was going to happen, basically. The knock, right? And he got MBE. So he couldn't have been that much against, what they were going to do in that. And obviously they're doing the Lions Paw thing, right? The Sonic Finger, who else? He's just one of their dirty masons. Doesn't look white either, looks, But look at that, 7th of July, 7/7, right? So another two-bar Kane Mason. Heath. Heath. Heat, heat off the furnace. So all Masons together, and of course, it was all, him being heralded as a hero or something is bullshit, because he was just part of what we're doing. They were basically just telling, like, interestingly served in North Africa here. He's sort of army stock and that in a North African campaign in India and all that, and of course, because that's what they're all about. Again, the knock. The conservatives, the knock, right? So who's knocking at the door? Bunch of Africans, To take the piss, totally. Rivers of blood idea is to do with the again the Christ idea of the blood, the blood being changed over into trans blood and all that. And black blood and all, it's all, the blood must be their own people, So it's all a piss take and a con, 100%. Jack, as in like fake, Of course, you just happen to be born in the Birmingham, which is a black country, right? It's all been a piss take, it's all taking a piss all the way. And this character was never against like multiculturalism and stuff like that. Not at all. And again, the knock is back. The Enoch and the knock is back with this one. This one's never fought in the press stories and that. So it must be a big player for them, It's going to be the first African Prime Minister or something of Britain. Look at this, Michael Gove falls out over his affair with her, as if that had an affair with a woman or something, Maybe he's a bloke guy, unbelievable, like. But again, pushing like race mixing messages, But that's just stretching pretty flagging that Michael Gove could have an affair with anything, apart from another bloke or something, terrible. And so you see what I mean? The con, the knock is back. So it all leads back to Africa type of idea. Booster strategy. Boost amounts of immigration. Of course, the childhood in Nigeria. Back to the proper lands, The knock joke, they've been taking the piss all the time. Knock joke.